going head-to-head. That's coming your way. Quarter-final 3 in probably about 50 minutes. May not be 50 minutes. England have just got to go from the start. Bopara, 50 yesterday. 50, correction, today, 49 yesterday. 6 sixes in and over. Samit Patel. And pace straight away for Oman. Husnain Shah then. New ball in hand. Got to try and chase 160 England. This is going to be exciting. High in the air, it's a chance, just like England. First ball, can they hold on to it? They can! Everything is going Oman's way. Set a massive total, the highest so far of 159. And the captain of England departs first ball.
Yeah, it couldn't have been a worse start for England. We've batted brilliantly against India. 6 sixes in a row. First delivery. Ball was there for the taking. Just couldn't execute. Top edge was nicely taken by Ramandani. Out for a duck. 0 for 1 England.
Jordan Thompson then in at 3. England losing a wicket. Their first delivery. Not a lot of time for him to have a look. Gone up to 27s already. Running in hard. Set the field well. There is a deep extra cover out there. It's a good catch this, Abby, because this goes a long way in the air.
You're never easy. It was a slower delivery, back of the hand. First up. And look at that for a catch. Very good technique. Kept his eye on the ball. Hands placed nicely as well. And what a wicket. What a way to start for Oman. Right on top. They've already had 6 sixes in the previous match against India. They'll need 3 or 4 overs like that if they want to chase this total down.
Yeah, every time that England don't get at least a 4, I mean at least a 4, all of a sudden rate required goes up. Started at just over 26.5. It's now 28, closing in on 29.
The equation is pretty simple. 5 sixes in an over. Every over. From here, if England wants to chase that total down, 160 to get. It's unbelievable to say that.
36 deliveries. Let's just put it into context of that Oman innings. 36 deliveries. 26 of them went for either 6 or 4. 20 in 6s, 6 in 4s. Just 3 dots. England after 4 balls, 2 for 1. Oman was 17 without loss at this stage.
It just shows you the kind of innings the batters have played for Oman. Vinayak started it with a 10-ball 50. You would not see many better innings than that in any format.
Yeah, just been a dominant performance. Easy for me to say so far. 2 50s of high quality. Captain started it off. Little bit of fortune with a couple, with some glorious shots and just 10 balls to get there.
He's got his technique of his own. He's got really good reach and very quick hands through the ball. You look at those shots, the way he reaches the ball sometimes, brilliant. Game awareness to the point.
Will be a boundary. Won't be a boundary. My eyes are going. So are England's. 4 for 1. Zikria. Second over, just need 31s and over at the moment. Hasn't got it, Samit Patel should be taken, is taken. This is getting worse and worse for England. Oman, well, they're on the verge of absolutely thrashing a major country in England.
They've been all out twice already in this competition in the Hong Kong Super Sixes. Could this be the third? They've already lost 2 wickets. Was in the slot, but Samit Patel's weight staying back, out for 2, 4 for 2 England.
Alex Davies then took Samit Patel's helmet, put it on his head. Talked about the boundary counts and how many 26 of the 36 deliveries in the Oman innings went for a boundary. England haven't even got a boundary yet. 8 balls, not 1 boundary.
Yes, shocking, the performance so far from England.
Well, in the whole innings, England could only muster up 3 dot balls. Now Oman has 4 dot balls already.
Yeah, the only way England can get anywhere close is if they hit every ball from here for a 6.
Well, it's not going to happen, simple. I've seen a lot of things happen in cricket. That was excellent. I've not seen that sort of hitting, clean hitting. Some poor bowling, yes. But credit to Oman, the way that they played there. England, this game is done. I hate saying it as a commentator, because you should always say that the game is alive. Well, they've got a chance. Cannot see England getting anywhere near this total.
Yep, you're absolutely right, Corky. There's no way England can get anywhere close to that total of 159. But what a day for Oman earlier. They beat New Zealand, and now it's going to be England.
2 big scalps. It's good for the associate game. Lower nations that play cricket. That's why these tournaments are good. It gives players exposure up against quality opposition.
And also, the intent, they want it more badly. Oman, you can see it, it's quite evident.
Yeah, there's one of the boundaries. We talked about the associate nations. We've had 5 associate nations beating major cricket teams. 2 overs are done, 6 to finish. 12 for 2. And England's first boundary. It's taken them 12 deliveries. 12 for 2. Two big quarterfinals coming your way. It is a bit cloudy, so that the light is fading. And the light is fading.
It was close for a wide.
Here's that first result we saw. Nepal beating Australia. UAE beating India. Oman beating New Zealand. What a day they've had. Chance of another wicket. What a catch! Serious catch! Little bit of a top edge. He may have injured himself. He's hurt. Little bit of a knee issue. Hats off to Oman. Batted well, bowled well, and probably one of the best catches we've seen so far.
Yeah. Just sensational from Mujibur. Look at that for a commitment. We spoke about commitment. We spoke about being hungry. Thompson out for 9. 19 for 3, England.
Ed Barnard. He's going to bat number 5, but what a piece of fielding. We've seen everything in this game. 6 hitting, probably the best we've seen. 26s in the innings, the highest score. Wickets early on for the bowlers, excellent catches. First one to get rid of Ravi Bopara was a decent catch, as that went high and into the sky and had to judge it well.
But that was something else also. After taking the catch, he had to make sure that he keeps his balance and stays inside those boundary skirtings. Brilliantly done. But the bowling has been outstanding. They had a game plan and they executed it perfectly so far.
Oh, how does that miss? How does that miss? Slower delivery, just sat in the surface, yeah. Barnard misses it.
They're showing all their skills, but that was so close. Inches away from the timber. Final delivery, just 9. Got that wicket as well.
Chance of another catch. Put it down. Not sure he really committed to that one. At the end of the over, 22 for 3. Look away if you're an England fan. If you're an Oman fan, wow, what a game you're having. You are thrashing England, and I mean thrashing them. India lost their game a little bit earlier, quite comfortably. Could have got worse for England. Already pulled off an absolutely spectacular catch. Big 6, doesn't matter.
Yeah, nothing matters at the moment for England. The required rate, nearly 50 and over. Still a good shot. Sounded very crunchy off the bat. Mujibur into the attack after taking that sensational catch in the previous over and dropping one too.
Another 6. Nice looking shot from Ed Barnard. Only their 4th 6 so far.
399 sixes so far in the Hong Kong 6s.
Now they've not got enough of it. Dropped. And goes to 6. 400 sixes so far, and we're not even at the end of day 2. 209 yesterday. 191 today, and still got 2 games left. And another one. 401.
Yeah, this has been brilliant so far from Barnard. 4 6s, and that's the coach of the England side, Paul Nixon.
Another 6, so 30 runs from the over, doesn't matter. England, 2 overs to go, 52 for 3. India at the moment hold the record for the biggest, largest defeat, 44 runs. So 44 runs India lost their last game to. That's the biggest margin so far. It's going to be England. England are going to take that trophy, the only trophy they'll probably get here. Still need 108 from 12. Have to bowl that again.
Yeah, Hussain was outstanding in his first over, just 4 runs from it, and picked up a very crucial wicket. Again, looking the 6th in the last delivery of the previous over. England completely outplayed by Oman in this fixture.
Well, throughout this tournament, we've seen some fantastic batting, but we've also seen some really good catches. We're obviously not concluded day 2 yet, but throughout this tournament, some difficult chances taken. Not a big boundary here in Kowloon, but commitment throughout from all teams. Low down, powered down the ground, good catches off your own bowling. And we've seen some today as well. Hussain, he's bowling his second over, just 1 for 6 so far. Trying to think who'd be player of the match. Two batters who have both got the 50s, quickest 50s. Have to probably give it one of those batters, but who'd you give it? Or would you just share it?
Probably just share it if you could. Getting exactly in the same amount of balls, both 50s, and now another 6. Barnett, that's a 6-6 for him. England catching up, trying to catch up. 8 sixes in this inning so far. Just missing his length, going for that Yorker, which is the right thing to do. But what you don't want to do is give batters any room. Go as deep into the crease with your Yorkers as you can. The batters tend to stay very deep.
Well, I asked you about who would be player of the match. I don't want you to give it away live on air, but you are the adjudicator, so you better start thinking. As a former batter, are you going to pick one, are you going to pick 2, or are you going to go completely differently?
Yeah, probably just going to...
Don't tell us.
I'm not going to tell who. I'm going to hold on to it. But I've got to think. Put my thinking hat on for a bit. Still got a bit of time.
As a second batter, is it easier for him because the first batter, the captain, did he start well? I'm just giving you thoughts. Nice shot. Nice looking shot. Better for England these last couple of overs. They're still going to lose this game, but 50 from 13, that's quite slow. 8 sixes in that 53 partnership from 16 deliveries.
Yeah, we just got used to watching batters get 50 of 10. Taking 13 deliveries is a bit longer than that. Strike rate of under 400, but still really good hitting. A delivery left in this over. Hussain was very economical in his first over. Inexpensive with those 3 back-to-back 6s from Barnett.
Yeah, a little bit of confusion out there because there is actually 1 ball left and they'd already swapped overs, and hence why I didn't call the score, because on our little fruit machine, as we call it, 72 for 3, 4.5 overs. Maybe a bit of confusion because of the retirement of Ed Barnard. But Hussain still has a ball to go. He's got to come all the way from fine leg. The light is fading here. Got to hurry up, I'm sure. Come on. 2 more games to go. Bigger than this as well. The quarterfinals in the proper competition. Not the bowl.
Yeah, I think because he bowled the first delivery wide, a lot of times the bowler also starts counting the number of deliveries he has bowled. Tends to forget sometimes that he's bowled an extra. Well, that's the reason. Just finished the 6 deliveries and started walking towards that fine leg area.
Ethan Brooks then. The better bowler in the England team. That'll be inside edged away to finish the over finally. 24 from it, England 76 for 3. So we already have, well, let's say 3 now. I should say 2 semi-finalists in Australia and Pakistan, and we'll find out the other 2 in the final 2 games. This game we're showing now is part of the bowl. It doesn't involve these teams. These teams are in to win the cup. So Australia versus Pakistan, 12:50 on day 3 tomorrow, and 2 more games to come later. Another wicket. England are getting hammered. Davies goes, another good catch.
Yeah, they're getting absolutely peppered here. England loses their 4th. Asif Khan picks up his first. Came back strongly after getting hit for a 6. Out for 15 of 7, 82 for 4.
Man who just retired is back in. Inside edge. So just 3 balls to go in the innings. 77 is still required. That's not going to happen. It's the end of Alex Davies, who just slices the ball out on the offside. De Clear with the catch.
Just 1s and 2s at the moment for England, but this will be a proper thumping. They're behind 76 with 2 more deliveries remaining.
Another 6. 32 sixes in the game. And with 1 ball to go, England will have the record of the largest defeat margin.
You just have to wait and see how big is going to be the margin. 70 at the moment.
69 now.
Well, a lot of credit to Oman. The way they came out, the way they batted, to get 159 of just 36 deliveries is some achievement.
Finished off then. Oman has simply thrashed England. 159. Didn't even lose a wicket. 2 retirements. 26s. And in reply, England 92 for 4 from their 6 overs. And Oman, well, they beat England by 67 runs. Just 1 innings to note, really. Ed Barnard with his 57 from 16, retired and then came back in for 1 ball. They were chasing 160 and they got nowhere near it. The same with a wicket with his first delivery. Wickets all the way through. And Oman, who set the largest total so far in 2024. Hong Kong 60s, 159 without loss. England needed to go from the start. They lost wickets, ended up being 4 for 2, and they beat England quite convincingly by 67 runs. Means that in the bowl group standings at present, Oman atop with 2 from 2. England, well, they slip, and a big slip as well. Now then, the bowl is done for today. It's down to the proper part of the competition, the cup qualifier. I should correct myself. Quarter-final 3. Brad Hogg was with the 2 captains. Nepal won the toss, and like every captain has done, decided to have a bowl first, even though 9 games now. Side batting first, win the game. Madhushankar is a good cricketer. And Nepal, well, they seem to unearth lots of good players. Quarter-final 3 coming your way. Brad Hogg and Niall O'Brien to talk you through it.
Wirikoti is opening the batting for Sri Lanka. And he's going to be partnered by Dabari. Both of them have had a good touch in this tournament. And Pratish, Nepal, left arm up, opening the bowling. Pratish has probably been one of the pick of the bowlers of the tournament. Really had Australia jumping around earlier today, picking up some crucial wickets, our crucial moments to help Nepal with that upset against the Australians.
Well, this is going to be a cracker. This is going to be a really superb game. Satish with his left arm, and I can tell you, my brother Kevin O'Brien is watching this intently from Uganda, and I'll explain why shortly. Kevin O'Brien, the better looking of the former 2 Ireland internationals in our family. Well, my dad played for Ireland, but he's coaching Italy. Kevin is coaching Italy in Uganda at the moment in a World League Cricket 2. And Kevin is coaching, head coach of the Banatnagar Kings. And this man is bowling. Kevin has signed him in the Nepal draft. And he's been messaging me all day. Is he swinging the ball? What kind of pace has he got? What's his variations? Kevin in Uganda, you've got an absolute gun. The Nepal Premier League will be starting on the 30th of November. Paras Katka, the former Nepal captain, driving that new league. And I tell you what, Hoggy, they are going to get some big, big turnouts in the stands. Lovely touch. This is going to be a cracker, Hoggy. You spoke to both of the captains. What was the vibe down there for Pop?
Both captains were a little nervous, but just looking at that ball from Pratish, he's looking for the Yorker. It was a little wide, well executed, but the batting from Wirikoti was even more sublime, just guiding it through that backward point region. And that's smart batting. We haven't seen too much of that type of shot throughout the tournament, but it provides good value.
Beautiful. Beautiful shot. Wirikoti, that is a cracker. I'm thinking Sri Lanka left-handers. I'm thinking Kumar Sangakkara with just dropping that back knee. Here we go. This is against Australia. A huge moment for Nepal, beating the might of Australia. A little bit of a Shikhar Dhawan celebration. Cleaning up Dan Christian. That was the wicket that turned the game. And then full, straight, just what you want in T20 cricket. You want a left armer to swing it back. He's got the skills, and they are impressive numbers.
Good bowling. He's attempted 2 Yorkers, and Wirikoti has been good enough to get it through that offside region. They were decent balls, but he had to change it up, and he changed it up beautifully. Look at that change of length Also pace and just getting a little bit of seam movement away as well.
Every game today on pitch 3, one batting first. I just can't understand though why teams keep bowling. Maybe we'll be proven wrong here. Toe of the bat, there is protection, but he's not going to get there. 16 off the first. Well, two strong sides. Sudeep Jora has been excellent with the bat, and actually captaincy has been superb for Nepal. Zahiru Marishanka, Dhananjaya Lakshan, very experienced players, but Vivek Yadav with his bustly seamers here, Hoggy. What can he do to upset the Sri Lankan openers?
Well, this wasn't too bad a ball. Looking for the Yorker again. Pratish just getting under it. Rakoti, you're only slightly off that Yorker and you get punished.
Thick inner half of the blade, it will trickle away for a boundary in a strange kind of way, Hoggy. A 4 isn't that disappointing as a fielding side at the moment.
No, it's not. That was a good length, good change of pace as well, just slowing it up. And a little inside edge with this quick for outfield and short boundaries. Only 4 fielders in the outfield. There's not much the bowler can do.
Pumped, beautiful shot, down the ground. Dabare, a lot of power, nearly took out his partner. This is quarter-final number 3, folks. Australia are through to the semi-finals. Pakistan are through. Now the winner of this one will go into the semi-finals. Then UAE against Bangladesh, which is coming up very shortly. The winner of that will play the winner of this fixture tomorrow. So we're getting down to the business end of this magnificent tournament. 20th edition. Pakistan have won it 5 times. South Africa, they're not going to add to their tally. Australia have won it once in 2010. Dan Christian will be desperate to add another title to his lusty CV. Good work in the deep. So we're getting to the crux of the tournament now, Hoggy, and it's just starting to ramp up a bit, isn't it?
It is. And Nepal have been a very good team throughout this tournament, taking up some big scalps, England and Australia, to get here in the quarterfinals. But right now against Sri Lanka, they're under pressure. Not quite getting their field right. The fielding has been good, has been of high quality.
Moving as they are year on year. The self-belief is what you need when you come up against the so-called larger nations. And they can take a real cue from the rise of Afghanistan. Afghanistan now is one of the powerhouses of the world game. In white ball cricket especially, had two brilliant World Cups in India and then in the Caribbean and the USA. And Nepal, if they can have a 5-6 years when they get exposed to high level of cricket and start getting that self-belief, they can make massive strides very quickly.
Dabari misses out. But you are right there, Niall. Really enjoying what I've seen here from Nepal, and there's a lot of Nepal fans that are in my hometown in Perth, West Australia. And I know that a couple will be watching from Gino's restaurant down there in Fremantle. They'll be loving what they see. They're really passionate about it, and the understanding of the game is phenomenal.
Nice flick. That's a lovely bit of timing. It just shows you, Hoggy, it's not all about brute force. Lovely little leg side clip. The balance was spot on. As a former left-hander yourself, you'll enjoy that.
Yeah, anything full on the leg. Left-handers like the little clip on the leg side. They do it so elegantly as well.
Yeah, very good from Wirakode. Started well, 19 from 6. Good partnership with Lanka. That's going to be a wide. It must be rebowled. Has to be a wide, yeah, it is.
Don't mind that from Bebek. Looking to change it up, looking to do something different, knowing that he's got a bouncer up his sleeve. Batsman's not sure whether he's going to go with that short one or still try and go full. Ryan Campbell mentioned it a lot earlier. Bowling the bouncer, first ball of the over. You've already shown your cards to the batsman.
Oh, sixer. That is six of the finest. A lovely, clean swing of the blade. Wirakode. 2 down, 39 with Elo. Well, we're getting to the back end of day 2. This is the third quarter final. Sri Lanka v Nepal, and then UAE. They've been excellent up against the Tigers from Bangladesh. Are you watching in Chattogram, in Khulna, Camilla, Dhaka, down in Gulshan, down the Gulshan club that are watching? Gulshan 2, my favourite area, Dhaka. Hang out there, have some good coffee.
Well, just looking at the scorecard, 39 for no loss after 2 overs. Nepal fans, it's not because the bowlers haven't bowled badly, it's just because the Sri Lankan batsmen have been able to adapt to some good bowling and been able to find the 4s rather than the 6s, because there's not too many 6s been on offer. There's only been 2 6s this innings, 5 4s. That just shows you that the bowlers have been executing and hitting good areas.
Pratish. So left armour out of the attack, right armour in.
What I was just saying, I know it sounds a little bit silly with that boundary going to the fence, but remember there's only 4 fielders out in the ground. The team that hits the most 6s generally wins. So Nepal at the moment are winning with limiting the 6s, but 4s are still finding the boundary.
I love the positivity. I love that, Hoggy. They're 43 without loss after 13 balls. Brilliant from the Australian here beside me. That's an excellent delivery. Good plans, field position. Lovely sunny evening. Saturday sunshine. Ninth match of the day. Excellent entertainment all day today. Rashid gets pumped down the ground. Good fielding. Bibek swiftly moving around to his left. He's only 21. Fit as a fiddle.
Even that is just good bowling, not allowing the batsman to get under it, and good fielding as well.
Very useful in the field here, Nepal. Generally a good fielding outfit. All tournament they've fielded well. They've thrown their bodies around. Rashid just making sure that Bibek is exactly where he wants. Meticulous in his planning. Good bowling. This is superb. This is superb bowling here. Just 7 off the first 4 deliveries and it's over.
Well, it's great bowling. Bowling to his field. He's got 3 fielders on the offside and only 1 on the leg side. That one on the leg side's out mid-on. Some batsmen try and move across the crease to access that leg side. And that was even wide enough just to glide down to third man. But because the batsmen are looking for those 6s, it makes it an effective ball.
He's played for Nepal twice in T20Is. Rashid, 23 years of age, has some experience up his sleeve. Now then, just about enough. Good catch! Wonderful catch! He's part of our production. He's one of the main men. He should be out of the middle.
That's probably a ball that Rashid would like to have again. Just that length and that width. Wurakade likes it there.
Niranjan, what a catch, you little ripper. Well, I tell you what, that's going to be another 6. It's not a bad over. It sounds a bit silly. It's gone for 19. He actually bowled it quite well. Good partnership, 58 off 20. Left hand, right hand. Oh, lovely. Sun setting. Sun has set on a few teams.
Well, these 6 balls from their strike bowler Patesh are going to define the game.
Hit firmly. Can you get there? Yes, you can! Lokesh! What a wonderful grab! Charging around to his left, gets 2 hands to it, and then does the Shikadawan celebration.
Beautiful fielding, beautiful bowling. Not allowing the batter to get under it. Dabari again hitting that Yorker length. And what a wonderful catch out in the deep by Lokesh. That is a match-winning catch, or could be a defining catch of the game. Dabari out for 18, Sri Lanka 58 for 1.
And Madhushanka comes in, but I tell you, it was all about the catch. Lokesh, oh, you little ripper. Have a look at this. Your trump card back in with the ball. Oh, it's a cracker. And he did the old 5-5 celebration, the Kabaddi move. He could have been playing for the Yodas in the Kabaddi Premier League.
Well, Madhushanka to the crease, and also showing his dominance, showing his intent. But again, not a bad ball from Patesh, hitting that Yorker length.
Pulled away. Attempted bumper all the way for 6. Good strike. Wasn't the worst ball. It was a surprise short ball, but Madhushanka was up for the challenge.
Had to try something after the Yorker went before the ball before, so let's just test the nose and chin area. Or might have to go somewhere else now.
Now then, top wicket takers this year. Pratish 6 poles, Jishan Alam from Bangladesh with 4. Matthew Bose has been good, but 6 right on top, sitting pretty. Nepal. Pratish. Oh, very good, I tell you. It's that man again, isn't it? Lokesh again. Oh, Bibek this time, you ripper.
Right. If you're watching from Nepal, you just have to be impressed with what we're seeing here. A quarter final. They've beaten Australia, they've beaten England, who are 2 quality teams, and they're actually executing good deliveries against Sri Lanka.
High in the air. Bowler wants it himself. Converging, no! Difficult for the bowler. He took the responsibility. He called his teammates out of the way. He may have been better advised to let the fielder coming in take control of the scenario.
Well, your brother watching over in Uganda will be thinking, right, I've got to work on his fielding here. The difficult catch ball going away from him. The excitement, knowing that that could have been a defining catch.
I love the confidence that he wanted himself. Might have been easier for the fielder coming in. But it's a great over. A wicket and 13 off it. 4 done, he's gutted. 71 for 1. He's got a good side, you know. Very good bowling attack. Now Lokesh, who took that screamer of a catch, is going to bowl a little bit of finger spin around the wicket. Up. Run rate just 17 and over.
Well, they have. They've been bowling exceptionally well. They've kept fighting. They haven't dropped their heads when Sri Lanka seem to be getting a little bit of momentum. Good fielding, great catch by Lokesh out in the deep. They've been creating the chances because of the good bowling.
Bowling over the wicket to the left-hander now. Clubbed. Protection in the deep. There's 2 men there, but he pierces the field.
Once they came out of the hand of Lokesh, I think he would have been thinking, oh, I've just got away with that. That should have gone out into the car park, probably into the building next door.
Yeah, he was hoping his fielders were going to dive and catch it, but it was perfectly bisected in the deep. Toe of the bat. Rashid mops up. They've been good in the field. I know they put down a catch in the last over, Pratish off his own bowling, but generally their fielding has been absolutely dynamite. Diving on everything. Commitment to the cause. It just shows what it means to Nepal to try and get into that semi-final. Just losing his footing there. And whoever wins this will play the winner of Bangladesh against the UAE, so probably easier side of the draw. Now then, that's hit with ease. Good catch in the deep! You're famous!
Well, Lokesh bowled a short one earlier on in the over and it only went for 4. But when you do this to Madashanka, you're going to get caught in the crowd.
Oh, it's bigger. That's better. Further. Madhushanka, 25 from just 7 balls, dealing in 6s.
Good catch. Slightly losing the line and length under pressure. He's got to finish this over out. It's got to be no more than 4 off this last ball.
With lovely extension, lovely control, into the hospitality. 95 for 1. $95 for 1. Plenty of sixes in the last over and a boundary. Just starting to put the heat on Nepal. Wirakode, 44 off 13, playing well. Madishanka, 31 from 8. Could do a 25 off this over here, Sri Lanka. Long way up in the air, lift. That's going to go all the way as well. Into the 10th. And it's a 50. 14 balls, 5 sixes, 4 boundaries. Wirakode plays beautifully for Sri Lanka. 101 for 1 here. The boys from Colombo and Kandy.
Well, Nepal won't be too unhappy about this because it brings a new batsman to the crease for the final 4 or 5 balls of the innings. And that change could just change the momentum as well. A couple of tight balls here. All of a sudden you're keeping Sri Lanka under 120. Loose balls could go the journey. It's Samarakun that comes to the crease. Another left-handed Sri Lankan. They breed them over there on the little island.
Samarakun, left-hander around the wicket. That's going to be 4. All the way. Wow. It was flat. I thought it just skipped into the pickets, but no. 417 sixes.
Well, a lot of waste there. Waste of delivery. That was waist high, and it travelled waist high all the way to the fence. Good shot there. Good way to start your innings.
Tell you what, if you're a cameraman or somebody working around the venue, you've got to keep your eyes peeled. The ball's flying everywhere here. Yet, you need a helmet on. Maybe a pair of pads and a pair of gloves.
Don't forget the old box.
Next side, that's going to be a skip into the ropes for a boundary. Now then, is this just getting away from Nepal? 111 for 1.
Don't want to be any more than 130. Well, they can't get more than 130 unless there's a no ball or wide. They want to try and keep Sri Lanka under 120. Sri Lanka have got a very good bowling unit. And they'll be applying a lot of pressure on this Nepal batting lineup.
What a shot that is. Extraordinary shot. A little bit of a punch and a bit of a swivel off the back foot, and it travels a long, long way.
Looking for the Yorker. Good mindset, but the execution wasn't quite there from the bowler. And the baseballers out the back there won't be happy with that little missile coming into their arena.
Well, I reckon he got his hips into that shot. Oh, call his catch. And let's see, looking for that man in the white shirt again. You've got no chance. 28 off the over. This is potentially just pushing this game away from Nepal.
That went that high. It's just redirected the traffic, the air traffic that's coming in.
Joshi run over, bowling the 6th over, has been carted. Bowled in. A little bit of respite at the end. Joshi picks up 1, but he's gone for 28 in the over. Sri Lanka have got a cracking score. 123 for 2. They've mustered in the 3rd quarter final here at the 20th edition of the Hong Kong Sixers. Brilliant from the Sri Lankans. That's a cracking score. 123 for 2 posted in the 1st innings. So the Sri Lankan batting performance was exemplary. 123 for 2, they've mustered in their 6 overs. That is a very fine score. Wirakode retired out for 50 off 14 of Brad Hobbs. We really enjoyed calling this innings.
Well, he's up against a good bowling from Patesh. Those 2 Yorkers, he is able to put it away. Anything slightly off that Yorker length, he was able to find the 6s, but it was very difficult to later on in the innings to be able to get it over the rope because of the good bowling from Nepal. This is one of the better innings that I've seen against probably some of the best bowling I've seen in the tournament. Wirakode, well done on your wonderful 50.
Pratish once again in the wickets. He's the leading wicket taker in the tournament. Joshi picked up 1, but he was expensive. It was difficult for the Nepal bowlers. It's the 3rd quarter final. It's Sri Lanka versus Nepal, and Nepal are going to need 124 from 36 balls to make it to the semis. UAE versus Bangladesh is coming up very soon, and we had the toss a little bit a while ago. Let's go downstairs and see what happens.
Match number 20 then, and it is the 4th quarter final. It is obviously Asif Khan of the UAE, it's Yasir Ali of Bangladesh, and of course you've been here all day. Mr. Gandhi is the match referee. Right, pass the coin over to UAE.
Heads.
Bangladesh have called a heads in quarter final 4. It has come down a tail. You've won the toss. What are you going to do first and why?
I will bowl first. I will just take 100. Inshallah, I will chase after that.
A good performance to get to here. Have you changed your team going into the quarter final?
No, it's same team.
Okay, well, good luck.
Thank you.
Just hold there, though. I need you to hold there with me before you go. You lost the toss. You're going to have to bat first. A little stat for you before this game. 8 sides batting first. Win the game.
Oh, well, that's comforting stats for me. Let's hope for the best.
Again, you know, good performance by Bangladesh and an opportunity to go into a semi-final and take on the winners of this game between Sri Lanka and Nepal.
Yes, like we said, it's like you said, teams batting first won most of the match, so we would likely to cash on that.
Any change to your team?
Yeah, 1 changes.
Okay, good luck. So the news from the middle is the UAE. They've won the toss, having a bowl.
Why bowl first? You bat first, you win. Yasir Ali must be absolutely delighted. Oh, 1 change for Bangladesh with the big man there, Mohammad Saifuddin. He's been superb for the Tigers. But before quarter final number 4, we've got the small matter of Sandeep, who's had a cracking tournament with mesmerising half centuries. Can he do it again? And he's got his good pal Lokesh alongside him. Abhishek Junjunwala has joined us. This is going to be a cracking chase on a good surface. 2 really strong sides.
Yeah, first of all, it's very hard to understand, to wrap my head around why everyone winning the toss in bowling. When the stats clearly says you bat first, you've got a better chance to win.
You're right there, Abhishek. I just think they're all nervous. If I do decide to bat and we lose, everyone's going to say, why did you bat first?
Now they're a little under edge. Was there a little under edge there? Didn't carry through to the keeper. Stayed a little bit low. Dhananjaya with the seamers.
But also in matches like this, it's a knockout game. You've got to try and bat first. That ball just keeping slightly low. The first delivery from Dhananjaya.
Right, normal service is resumed. 6 into the trees.
The Nepal bowlers were going full for the Yorker early on. But Dhananjaya, he's looking for that good length. The reason why he's looking for that good length, because last night against Bangladesh he opened the bowling and he was getting a little bit of seam movement when the cloud cover started to take effect.
Gone! Cleans him up! He was looking for movement, Brad Hogg, and he got a little bit of movement back in. And that's a big blow for Nepal.
Well, that's a risky ball considering that he went for 6 the ball before off that good length. But just seaming in. The cloud cover has come in and all of a sudden the wicket is starting to play a few tricks. Lokesh has to go for 6. Nepal on the back foot early. 6 for 1.
Rashid is the new man. He's got the work to do. Chasing a big total. The best chase of the tournament is 120. Pakistan v India. And again, shape again. What a great start this is. Bustling medium pace. Angling. And just using his wrist position.
That wicket. Crucial wicket. That's what you were saying, just getting a bit of ball swing and a bit of movement off the pitch as well, which always makes it harder for the batter.
Down the ground, it's going to be another 6. A flat one again. We're seeing a lot of flat 6s. Quite interesting in that Sri Lanka's fielders in the deep huggy is not that straight. We've seen a lot of fielders very straight. But not Sri Lanka, they got wide. That would have been a simple catch.
That's good batting by Rashid, just looking at those gaps that Sri Lanka have presented. And all of a sudden the sun's come back out and there's no movement with the ball.
I didn't realise we had a weather expert alongside us. First one done, 12 for 1. Well, it's the third quarter-final. Sri Lanka, you would say, in the box seat. UAE versus Bangladesh coming up soon. Big game. Huge game. Toe of the bat. Simple catch in the deep. And listen to the rapturous applause. They know that is the big fish. It's the captain. Gone for a duck.
That's the pressure you put yourself under when you're chasing, and we've got to go at 23 and over from the very first over. And hence it's so crucial that you bat first in pressure matches like these. But that's well bowled again, getting the execution right. Sudeep out for a duck. 12 for 1 Nepal. 12 for 2, correction.
Vivek Yadav is the new man. Sri Lanka have been so good. You're doing your preparation, you're doing your analysis, your team meeting, you know the captain's the big one. Sundeep Jara, you know he's the big wicket, he's in form. It's a good dismissal. Skills have been superb here for Sri Lanka. 13 for 2. First 1.3. Sri Lanka all over Nepal here. 6 dot balls already. There was only 3 in the Sri Lanka innings. Leg side, there's a man out in the deep. Does well. Got the right man in the right position.
And they put themselves in a real pickle here, Nepal, by losing those 2 early wickets, big wickets as well. That was in form for Sri Lanka. They've been in terrific form throughout this competition. Played some wonderful cricket.
Flipped. Leg side, no power, but enough placement. The mood in the crowd's just gone a little bit silent because the Nepalese fans are just feeling they're behind the 8 ball a bit.
Well, it just shows that if you bat first, you've got a big chance of winning. Tomorrow, captains, are you going to get off this groupthink bandwagon? And when you win the toss, decide to bat first instead of bowl first.
You're absolutely right regarding the captain choosing to bowl first. He's just a bit worried about losing. And that's another one gone. Exceptional delivery. Pace off. Perfect length. The ball came in after pitching. Vivek had no answer to that delivery. Great execution from Samara Kuhn again.
Yeah, attacking the stumps, rolling the fingers over the ball, learning from the experience they gained when they batted first, and Nepal are in a whole heap of trouble. Vivek's gone for 5 and Nepal are 18 for 3. Sri Lankan fans are very happy. A wonderful part of the world, Sri Lanka. Beautiful people. Always a great place to go on a holiday and on a cricket tour, Sri Lanka. Now then, Narayan Joshi, he got Carter for 28 in the 6th over. He's out there because Vivek was cleaned up. Totally outfoxed. Samarakun. It's going to be a wide. Dhananjaya having a 2nd over. Don't mind that, Brad Hogg.
When you've got the opposition on the back foot, the bowler that you're going to use 2 overs with, your best bowler, you go to straight away. Try and get that extra wicket and really put the final nail in the coffin.
Protection in the deep. Is Sri Lanka a place you like to go, Hoggy, on tour with Australia?
Oh, I loved it. Loved it. The port city. There's a little bit of surf down there, Gold. Love going down there. Love going into the middle of the country as well. Kandy was beautiful. And really enjoyed the company of the Colombians. Colombo is the capital city. Surely you would have got that joke as an Irishman.
That was lost on me. Did you not see my perplexed eyes?
So there was one day we were travelling on a bus from Kandy back to Colombo, and the skipper goes, "How are you enjoying Sri Lanka?" This was the first 2. And I said, "I'm loving it. I can't wait to get back to those Colombians."
Who was the skipper, Tugger?
That was actually Ricky Ponting. Yeah.
How did Ricky take
no,
that?
sorry, it was Steve Waugh. Steve Waugh, yes, back in '96.
I've actually read that book because Steve Waugh did a tour diary, and I bought all Steve Waugh's tour diaries because he's my hero, Steve Waugh. So I've actually read that book. I don't remember him mentioning that wonderful joke though.
Yeah, Steve likes to write a lot of common sense.
I was on a flight recently and I watched the documentary Steve Ward did. I thought it was absolutely mesmerising. Travelling around India, taking pictures. It was brilliant. I really enjoyed it. Gave me a totally different optic on India away from cricket. Really did enjoy it.
He must have travelled India a lot. And that's gone. Not gone to India. It's gone to out of the park.
Nice strike. Really good hit. I must say, Abby, what I will say about my love for India, and I love every country I went to on tour. I like to go to places that took me out of my comfort zone. So go where the locals go, get away from I suppose, where cricket takes you, the hotels. Get out of there, get on the streets and have some street food and meet some local people.
I always known you as an explorer. We travelled a bit together as well.
But I tell you what I do love about Sri Lanka. I love Unawatuna, which is a really chic place on the coast where you just chill. And I'm quite an excitable human being, as you well know. So sometimes just to take me down a level or two and just hang in Unawatuna. What I love about this over, there's so many wides, we can keep talking about travel.
I'm just thinking, I'm just worried about the other people that were there trying to chill, and they actually do chill. The energy that you bring. I thought I was energetic, but you take it to a new level. Well, 10-ball over could be happening here.
Good hit. That's a lovely, clean swing of the blade, and they needed that, Nepal.
And they still got hope. They need some huge overs. Fozan can do it. They need at least 2 to 3 sixes every over required, with nearly touching 26 now.
Well, Danajaya thinks he's bowling that well. He's trying to bowl a few extra balls as well.
Interesting spell, really. His first over was so good, but actually now his figures 1 for 36. 24 off this over, so tail of 2 sets of 6. Back of the hand, slow ball, 30 off the over. Nepal will not go away without a fight. 3 overs done, 48 for 3. Third quarter-final, Sri Lanka versus Nepal here. Then we've got UAE against Bangladesh. The Tigers hoping to get to the semi-finals. Bangladesh, they love a game late in the day. They played the last game yesterday against Sri Lanka, I believe.
I don't know whether they love the later game because they got absolutely pounced by Sri Lanka last night in that later game. They'll be a little concerned.
Ratnayaka takes the wicket. Ratnayaka, the left arm finger spinner, with an economical run up, gets one through bat and pad and takes the leg stump.
Well, that's the way to do it. You've got to attack the stumps. If you're going to bowl length as a bowler, you've got to give yourself the best chance. If the batter hits and misses, you hit. And that's exactly what Ratnayaka did on that occasion. Joshi out for 13, 48 for 4.
Satish is in earlier than he would have liked, truth be told. 48 for 4 Nepal. Left arm finger spin, Ratnayaka. into the attack. Just look, such an economical action. No real effort through the creases. Hitting that line of length. Gone! 2 and 2. That's how you do it. That's how you bowl. Left arm finger spin. Scenes here for Sri Lanka.
Well, Pratesh playing across the line. First ball against the left arm off spin. They need to go after the bowling. But that wicket has caused Nepal to be 48 for 5. They're in a lot of trouble.
Last man standing, Rashid. Ratnayaka on a hat-trick. Just do the same again. Up in the air. Gets plenty. Does Rashid.
A lot less for him to do. The required rate 28 now. A lot of sixes required. From here, if they want to make any difference in this game, so far 7 sixes for them in their innings of 54.
6 more. 6 more. Ratnayaka. He could bowl left arm spin and right arm spin. These are his 2 poles, Brad Hogg.
Both players trying to play across the line. Those players taking their eye off the ball, paying the price. The fans out there strapping because Rashid Khan is the last batsman standing. This could be a heroic effort.
Straight up. Put it up. Just about. Wicket. Wicket. 6, 6, 6.
But sometimes it would work in your favor as a batter if you're the last man standing. Because you don't have to retire after 50. You can carry on going. And if he gets in the mood and the required rate comes down a little bit, those 3 sixes is really giving them some hope.
The other thing is you don't have to worry about taking the single last ball with a non-batter out the other end.
Now the change of angle, I just wonder. No change of action though. Here's a change of action. Here's a change of action. That was right arm. I just mentioned he bowled both left and right. Same result, another 6. 72 for 5. Bangladesh, they will be batting first in the 4th quarter final up against the UAE. I don't think that's a bad result for Yasser Ali and his team. Rashid is the last man standing. He's 44 off 12. 9 sixes will do it.
That's what he must be thinking. You've got to break it down in terms of sixes you need, and 9 of them not going to be easy, but mathematically still there.
Zahoor Khan just going through his warm-ups. Point leg side, that'll be a 4. I tell you, you just never know.
The thing that I like about Rashid here, he knows that he's got to go big. He knows that he's got to go hard. That first ball, it wasn't there to hit, but he didn't try and make something out of something that wasn't there. And just that one, he's just timed it for a boundary, just keeping enough pressure on the Sri Lankan bowlers.
Deep in his crease, sitting deep. Look how deep he is in his crease, Abhishek. His back foot is nearly standing on the stumps.
It's the option you take because you also expect a lot of fuller deliveries, a lot of Yorker length. But that was really smartly bowled, taking pace off. Again, the length is crucial when you bowl that pace off delivery.
Slow ball, very good off cutter, Madishankar. Really good bowling. I was running once for one of my teammates at the Oval. I'd been dismissed by Gareth Batty in a 40-over game, and I had to run for Stephen Peters who'd torn his calf, and I got run out.
No surprise there.
6:50. Rashid is keeping the boys from Kathmandu in the hunt.
7 sixes needed of 7 deliveries. We've seen that happen.
Lovely hit, lovely, lovely strike. I guarantee it, they're watching in Nepal. They'll have big screens all over the major cities and they'll be tuning in. 6 more. Oh no, that's it. Sri Lanka are through into the semi-finals. I thought it was out of the screws. It went high, but not far enough. And look what it means for Sri Lanka and their loyal fans. Winning by 40 runs here in the quarter-final, breaking Nepalese heart. Sri Lanka winning by 40. Oh, Nepal. The start was too disappointing. Rashid with 55 was the lone hope. Dhananjaya picked 1. Samarakun picked up 2. Ratnayaka with his left arm spin got 2 wickets, was on a hat-trick. All in all, a comprehensive win for Sri Lanka. This is the moment. Rashid low on the blade, high, but not handsome. Safely caught. Sri Lanka progress to the semi-finals. Their fans are happy. Players are ecstatic. Who will they face? That is the question. Brilliant by the boys in blue. Sri Lanka through. Nepal out. Oh, the action will come thick and fast as we approach the 4th quarter final. But this is the summary of Sri Lanka versus Nepal. 123 for 2, an excellent score. Satish was good, picked up a wicket. Nepal 83 all out. Sri Lanka winning by 40 runs. What does that mean? One and Bangladesh. Bangladesh are batting first. Here we go, quarterfinal number 4. UAE have won the toss. They're going to bowl first. Strap yourselves in. It's game number 20. Here we go, Ryan Campbell. Bring it home, buddy.
Nobby, thanks for your excitement, big guy. Bangladesh are batting first. It's the final, quarter-final of the day. Dominic Cork's going to join me. The UAE, Raja is going to go first for them with the ball. And the men in pink hoping to get to the semi-finals.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Which team will join Australia, Pakistan, Sri Lanka in those semi-finals tomorrow? Game started quickly because they are slightly behind time. Game should have started at 4:45. Just to tell you that it was UAE who won the toss, decided to have a bowl first. Two good sides. UAE led by Asif Khan. 9 games today. Sides batting first win the game. 10 in total on the trot. Still the captains win the toss, Ryan Campbell, and bowl first.
They do, and then we got the first boundary of the quarter-final. Squeeze through backwards square. What we've thought all day, if you don't get hit for 6, it's actually a good thing. but Bangladesh are on their way.
Even though we've been here, well, I've been here since 7:25 this morning. This day has just flew because we've just had so much excitement. We're coming up to what? 5:05 local time. The sun has set. Trying to get in this last quarter-final before the sun drops, and it drops quickly here. You know that.
It does. It drops very, very quickly behind so many high-rise buildings, and a very good piece of wicket-keeping, saving runs. That's what's happened today, Dominic Cork. You've talked all about it. That's what's got us through the day today.
6 associate sides beating full members throughout this Hong Kong Sixes so far. Can the UAE make it 7? Wild throw, doesn't need to throw it, gets away with it.
A little bit of confusion between the batters. Run out, was it a chance? Was it an opportunity? Yes, it was Gonski.
Yeah, and I said didn't need to throw it. You bet you throw it. I know you as a coach on the sitting on the outside would be saying exactly the same. You give yourself an opportunity. Wickets in this game stop the opposition getting big totals, and haven't we seen some big totals? No bigger than Oman. What a performance from them against England. England were thumped.
Yeah, we have seen some big scores. The hitting that's been on display. We can talk about the smaller boundaries all we want, but the sixes are going that far over the ropes, out of the stadiums. It's been absolute chaos.
Yeah, and credit to, again, another excellent surface. What did we have yesterday? 209 sixes yesterday. We're over 400. I remember shouting that 2 games ago.
I was actually talking to one of the Hong Kong lads. Apparently they have run out of balls. We've changed. We got to something new.
They need one. There's one here. England, well, you lost 20 of these. 26s, you lost them. You better go and find them, lads. What a delivery. Beautiful delivery. You tell me how many balls they got before this competition. How many did they have to bowl?
180.
180. Good if you play in darts, that. Triple 20, triple 20. You beauty. Jackpot, 180.
It's a very good over so far. 5 balls down. Can he get out of the over without getting hit for a 6? It's a fantastic over if he can.
Yeah, really good over. He was praised by Jofra Archer when he bowled at England's side in 2022, and what an over that is in quarter-final number 4. 1 over done. Bangladesh 9 without loss. My team are playing later, Stoke City in the Championship back in England. Big local rivals take on Derby. I live in Derby now, originally from Stoke. Look away if you're an English fan. Surely you could have gone home. Well, you could have gone home yesterday.
Supporters, they follow you through thick and thin, mate.
Beautiful place to watch cricket. Lovely shot. First 6 of quarter-final number 4. I don't want to even know how many sixes have been hit today. Here we go. 4-3-1. Ridiculous.
Yeah. Just missed his length by a fraction, and we've seen that over the course of the 2 days. If you just miss by a fraction, the batters are absolutely all over you.
209 first day, 222 today. rarities today, dot deliveries.
They are rare. I reckon we can count on two hands maybe and how many dots we've had.
And you know, after the first couple of games, I thought perhaps this surface is not going to be as good and maybe we're not going to see as many sixes. I was wrong.
You were wrong. Yeah, no, the hitting that's been on display today has been absolutely outstanding.
We've still got a day to go. Teams looking to win the trophy, the cup. Teams looking to win the bowl as well. What an end we're having to day two. We talked about the light. If the light gets bad enough that the umpires have to take the players off, then in that second innings, it constitutes a game after 2 overs. So important that the chasing side, which is the UAE, keep an eye on Duckworth Lewis Stern, not DLS. That'll have to be bowled again. Separate system to DLS, not using that, but they'll still have to keep an eye on it going into that second over if it does get dark.
Yeah, well, let's keep our fingers crossed that we can get through this full fixture, because these two teams, they deserve to be here the way they've played so far, and hopefully this will go through to the distance.
Nicely down the ground, and bisects both long on and long off. Great to see the crowds coming in. Good for Hong Kong cricket as well to get the crowds in. You've been here, you know how important it is for the region.
100%. You need people talking about the game. We've had plenty of people. The corporates have been in. But we need to be talking about the game in this country, and that's what's really important.
In the air, into the gap. Yeah, important sponsors, of course. Without sponsors, we don't get a tournament. Good piece of fielding. Might have to be checked.
Let's have a quick look. I felt he was okay when I first looked at it. Yeah, that's no problem whatsoever.
$18 runs from the first 5 deliveries. A ball left. Decent delivery. Little bit of swing back in. They'll pick up 2. And a better over for Bangladesh. 20 from it. 2 overs are done. And they are 29 without loss. Sun is dropping quickly. No twilight here, it just goes. Still 3 overs left in this first innings of the 4th quarter final. Bangladesh put into bat by the UAE. Zahor with a decent first delivery. Little bit of swing. We've seen that ever so often with certain bowlers.
Yeah, 100%. Especially this morning when there was some overcast conditions. The cloud has burnt off this afternoon. But Zahor is known for bowling his death skills for the UAE. He's done it for such a long time. He'll be trying to bowl 6 out of 6 Yorkers here.
Doesn't get a Yorker unless he's powered down the ground in front of us. It will be a boundary. You just tell that is his natural way of pushing it back in. He loses a little bit of height, pushes away towards his left side and pushes it in.
Yeah, and like we've seen, you don't have to miss by much. At least though he was full enough that the Bangladeshi batter there couldn't get any elevation. Keep it as full as you can.
Does he get it into the gap? You bet he does. Trying to get that Yorker in, Zahul Khan. Spent a lot of time as a net bowler with the Mumbai Indians in IPL 2020. Featured in the Pakistan Super League for the Quetta Gladiators. Featured in the ILT20 as well. Best figures by an Emirati in one-day internationals, 6 for 34. Surely Niall O'Brien would have been one of them. You only got to bowl it straight and he misses it. Or I should say he missed it. Bit unfair, he's already left. Decent player, I've got to be nice to him. I'll be nice to Niall O'Brien now he's not here. Good wicketkeeper, decent player.
But again, good skills from Zahor there. It's the KCC box. One of the massive clubs here in
there you go again.
Hong Kong. Powerhouse.
Any chance that was your club, the amount of times you mentioned the Kowloon Cricket Club?
Might have been there once or twice.
What a hospitality, easy for me to say, we had last night. Lovely group of people, nice food, some nice refreshments, rehydrated really well last night. Made to feel very welcome wherever we are in Hong Kong. Beautiful. Lovely flourish, high backlift, massive six.
Massive hit. Just got his line wrong. Again, it's one of those situations that I'm really interested in your thoughts on this, Talkie, that a lot of times the left-handers now, fast bowlers go straight around the wicket, where I got a feeling that you're bowling into their arc.
Yeah, create the angle from over and go across them. If somebody keeps cutting you and hitting you backward point, okay, but you're right. You've got to bowl wide, but also it's coming in from that angle. You're spot on. I never liked going round the wicket. 16 runs from the over, 3 gone, 45 without loss. Already know 3 in tomorrow's semi-final. Australia take on Pakistan, 12:50 local time. And at 13:45 Sri Lanka, well, who are they going to take on? Bangladesh or the UAE? 45 without loss from 3. Zuhaib then. Bit of spin. Lovely. Lovely. Should have been run out, really.
Good length from the young leggy. Every ball, every dot so important. The UAE will be hoping, can they restrict them to 100? Less than 100.